Hey, I'm Best Place Gamer, and welcome to my tutorial about how to get a automation engine into any BeamNG vehicle. I've got BeamNG open. I'm in the mod manager. I'm gonna press this open mod folder. This will open the folder to all the mods. I named a folder in here called BPG engine test. You'll want to do something similar. Name it whatever you want, doesn't really matter that much. It's just going to be the name of what your mod's called, really. And then I also have the game folder opened here. It's under my Steam apps common. So first we're going to look in here. We're going to go under content, vehicles. These are all the vehicles that you have in the game and also some of the props as well. I'm going to make an engine mod for the pickup because that is kind of the more complicated of them. The pickup shares engines with the SUV as well, and so it's a little bit more, since they're shared, it's just the one extra folder basically. So we're going to go under here, going to go under common, and now we're going to want to start looking at the order of these folders coming up. So we'll have to remember vehicles, common. And then we're also going to go under pickup. Okay, so in our mod folder, we're going to want to make the folder vehicles, common, and pickup. Okay, and under here. So now we're going to be looking for pickup underscore engine. And there's going to be three here. There's the i6, the V8, and the V8 diesel. The only difference between these three is how the engine is going to look in the vehicle. So I usually like to pick V8. The engine I am putting in there is technically a V6, but we are only going to be grabbing the data for the performance. We're not grabbing the data for the actual model of the engine. So I like to get about as close as I can. The V8 works just fine for me. And I'm going to copy this and paste it into ours. You're going to want to rename this. The name doesn't matter. I'm just going to go engine test. And I'm going to open this up. All right, now we've got the J-beams for the engine. However, we don't need all this. So you're only going to need the first engine here. So look for the first bracket and go all the way down and copy it. Copy this all until you find the next engine name. You can see here we got the quotations, pickup engine V8 large. So that's the next engine. We don't want that. We just want this first one, the bracket and the comma and all. So I'm going to copy this, then I'm going to delete everything and paste it back. So this is just one engine. All this text is just for one engine. Say you wanted to do two engines, you could copy this again, paste it down on all at the bottom, and have two engines in your mod. All right. It will be important to rename this. I'm going to rename it Pickup Engine V6. You should also rename this as well. This is the engine that will show up in-game. Mine is a 4.1 liter V6. You can mess around with the authors if you want. The value doesn't matter a whole lot. Now, we're going to want to hold on to this for a moment. Right now, the engine is still the same, but it's going to show up as a different engine under a different name. We're going to close this for a second. We're going to go back to the mods file, the BeamNG mods. And right here, is my automation vehicle that has an engine in it. You'll want to have since you're not able to export an engine out of automation, you're going to want to export a vehicle with an engine that you want. So this is my vehicle here. Go under vehicles. This is the vehicle name. I'm going to look for Camso engine. And there it is. So got Camso engine open. There are only a few things from here that we want. This engine also has a turbocharger, so that will be important to keep in mind because that you'll have to add some code for that turbocharger as well. First, we're just going to start with the engine. So I'm going to grab this text here that starts with main engine. That's where we'll start copying. This is the torque curve. And then we're also going to want to go down all the way past rev limiters, past engine performance, grab the idle RPM, max RPM, inertia, friction, and dynamic friction. These are the most important things to grab. I'm going to copy that. I'm going to go in here. This is our engine test, our engine mod. And we're going to go start at main engine again, go all the way down until we hit dynamic friction. You're going to want to paste what we just copied from the automation engine. Real quick editing note, if your engine doesn't have a turbocharger, this would be it. You would be done with your engine mod now. You would have the engine in, you could save, but I show the extra steps for a turbocharger just because, well, in automation, you probably will make an engine with a turbocharger because that is fun. So these next few steps are for the turbocharger specifically. We will also have to grab the turbocharger. So first, you're going to want to go up here to slots and make sure to grab this Camso Camso Turbo turbocharger. This little line here. Go to the slots of your engine mod and replace the actually I don't think you want yeah, you'll have to replace the pickup intake V8 and intake. I don't think you necessarily have to replace it, but then we won't have overlapping things such as a supercharger and a turbocharger. So replace that. And now we're going to have to grab the code for the turbocharger as well. And that will also be in Camso engine. If we scroll down here, go down quite a bit. Here's Camso transmission. We don't want that. We're just wanting the engine. We're going to want to keep the transmission of the original BeamNG vehicle. Now here's Camso turbo. You're going to copy all of this all the way down into this little bracket and comma again. We don't want the transfer case. We're going to keep with the original vehicle of BeamNG. And we're going to copy this turbo. We're going to paste it all the way at the bottom of this file. And now we have changed the engine, the original engine that we copied from BeamNG, put in our own torque curve, made it look for a turbocharger. Be like, this is basically saying like, hey, there is a turbocharger, please look for this. And we also put in some important stuff like the idle RPM, max RPM, inertia, friction, and dynamic friction. So we're going to save this. Edit here in the code, I had a extra bracket up top here, and it's okay to keep that, but you will have to put an extra bracket all the way down at the bottom here. I typically just like to not have this bracket up top. Otherwise, when you try to load the car or the engine that your mod, it crashes the game for me. Sometimes the vehicle loads in incorrectly, it'll just cause a bug. So make sure you have that all sorted out. Otherwise, that will very easily cause a crash. So I got this saved here. Took out the little extra bracket there. And now here's my, in the mods folder, here's my folder from our mod. I'm gonna go here and zip this up. I'm gonna name it BPG engine test. Zip it up because your mods have to be zipped. And there we go. We saw it pop in actually, which is a good sign. It's the same engine, BPG engine test, BPG engine test. So we're gonna go try it out. So here's the torque curve of the base engine. I think it's a 4.5 liter. I mean, it's the torque curve and the power curve. So keep an eye on that because that will change when we change engines. We look in here. I remember that I named mine the 4.1 liter V6. So gonna open that up. And seems about right. Got my turbocharger in here. And then I still have all the basic stuff here for the regular, like the regular BeamNG engine mods. Nitrous, stick that on if we want. We can change the ECU. We can change the block, the manifolds, the transmission, all of it. And if we look here, this is the correct torque and power curve for my new engine. We'll just go. The turbo is working. Seems like all the correct values. Very cool. And I actually can pull up the truck here. This is the truck that the engine came from, and we can compare the curves here, see if they are the same. And look at that. I mean, other than the fact that this truck is going up to 6,500 RPMs, it's looking basically the same. This one's just cut a little bit short. Okay, now let's put that engine in another vehicle. We will do the van. So this will be a good example of how to put it into any other vehicle. Maybe the Barstow or so on. The Pigeon, however, Pessima, whatever you want it. We'll do the van. So, gonna open up the van here in the actual BeamNG folder for the game under Content Vehicles. Remember these folder name, Vehicles, Van, and we'll have to go into here and open up Van Engine. We'll open up Van Engine V8, and here it is. Make sure to copy all this. Leave out this first bracket because you know if you have this extra bracket in here, it will cause an issue. Copy this all the way down until you see another Van Engine V8 large. You're going to take all that. Make sure to copy that. Now, this is our mod folder. Here's vehicles. I already put this folder here for the van because it was under vehicles van here. Make sure it's under vehicles van here. Let's actually go grab this real quick, this engine test, and paste it here under van. Open it up. Make sure we got this copied. Oop. And now we're going to want to replace all of this real quick. And then let's go in here, make sure to grab this main engine all the way down to dynamic friction. Copy that, paste it in your new van engine, main engine all the way down to dynamic friction. And also, don't forget, we'll need this Camso turbo. Replace the intake there. Don't forget to rename this. I'm going to name this V6 4.1 liter V6 engine. Save that. Now we should be able to go back, do as we did last time and zip this up. BPG engine test. Okay. Back into the game here. We'll make sure the mod is loaded. It is. We'll go to the van here. Look, there it is. Oh, I forgot the one. 4.0. 4.0 V6 engine. We can see it's this torque curve we are familiar with. And it does, in fact, drive and everything that we want it to. Well, thank you for coming to my tutorial. I hope this helps you out in putting any automation engine into any BeamNG vehicle.